Hey guys, it's Angie V. Long time no see. I just posted a little update and it was very chaotic. Rebel is knocked out right beside me, so if you hear some snoring in the background, you better get used to it because she's sticking around. I am a tea drinker now. We have some peppermint tea. If you guys don't like my eyelashes, by the way, just a side note, my dad says I'm gonna fly away every time he sees me on FaceTime. I'm also feeling so zen because low key, peppermint tea before bed is the move. Like, they were right. I just kind of wanted to go over my new year, new me, goals and aspirations. I want to do a little talk. We talked about some pretty big things in my previous video, and I mentioned that we were doing a longer growing season as far as bodybuilding. But then my coach said that she found a competition in July and that changed the whole timeline, and she wanted to start prep next month, which is February, which I was totally down with. I was like, okay, February 1st, instead of moving the 15th, I'll move on January 31st, move in earlier, be set to lock in. Life gets in the way sometimes and has a funny way of throwing signs at you, right? So prior to going into a prep, a bodybuilding competition, things like that, you should get your blood work done to see, I guess, if your body can handle being in such extremes and to see if everything is looking healthy and good and ready. I haven't gotten all my lab results back. Some of them did come back and it looks like I have hypothyroid and possibly hashimotos, whatever, immune disease, basically, guys. My TSH levels were literally at 93, and then my T3 and T4 were also low. So I texted her and I was like, how does this affect our timeline? I was really sad because I was like, bro, it's so annoying because of the fact I knew something was up with my body. I honestly thought I had like endometriosis or something that had to do with like my cycle, which I guess that does have to do with hormones. I'm not that knowledgeable, but I thought like I had an irregular cycle, maybe like PCOS, whatever. When I figured out that I had an irregular cycle, I literally went to medical through the Navy, through the military, and they tried to put me on birth control. Other women trying to put someone on birth control is just diabolical because as a woman, you should know birth control can make you feel freaking crazy, one. And two, birth control shouldn't be the solution to all the problems, especially if you haven't like searched deeper into the issue. You know, what is causing me to have irregular cycles? And thank God I didn't go on birth control. A lot of issues were happening, and when I would go to medical, they just kind of dismissed me. And it's frustrating. So now I go out of my way. I go get my blood work done. I pay out of pocket for it. I could have prevented this if they listened to me asking for a referral rather than just trying to put me on birth control. As well as this, she said that I can't think about prep until after this issue is solved. And thankfully, 3 months ago, I am not being dramatic, guys. 3 months ago, I scheduled an appointment through the military to meet with my PCM so that they can deal with my issues. Yeah, the next available appointment was January. And thankfully, January 22nd, which is 2 weeks from now, I'm scheduled to see them. Yeah, TikTok made me a little nervous because of the fact that they're like, levels that high can cause kidney problems, heart issues. And in my head, I'm like, how long have I been dealing with this? It makes fat loss way harder. And it makes sense to me because even while marathon training, you could look at the beginning of my previous video or even look at my previous videos in general and see how inflamed I look while I was marathon training compared to me just doing a step count and lifting. I just think it's so crazy. You can be so blind to what your body is telling you. I'm a stressed out woman. Naturally, I get stressed out really easily. I like to think that I cope with stress really well on the outside. I read somewhere that when you handle stress on the outside really well, internally, or where you can't help it, that's when it starts really showing. And internally, clearly, I am not doing so hot. Granted, I have a lot of things, different factors going on all at once that I'm trying to deal with. And it's not an excuse. I feel like in general, I need to slow down. I need to just kind of enjoy each step of the day rather than, okay, now I have to do this. Now I have to do this. I'm not necessarily like scatterbrained, but I think I just want to make sure that I'm hitting every wicket during the day. And it's just a control issue. Personally, like one of the reasons why I don't want to be in the military anymore is because you don't have a set routine. It's very inconsistent and you have other people kind of controlling your schedule. Whereas a normal person has like a set time frame. Like I would like that. I would like to be able to genuinely schedule my day out and not have it be affected by things going on. And you would think that's normal. I did mention slightly that I am getting a divorce. Me and Isaac love each other very much, and I speak highly of him in all my videos and yada yada yada. But we did kind of grow apart, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just think he's ready for another step in his life that I'm not ready for. Both not giving each other the attention we need. Right now, he's very career oriented. I can't handle that. We've done distance on and off a lot. I don't know what I have. Like, I need to go to a therapist or a psychiatrist or something. I don't think I'm codependent. I just think, like, I expect a lot. I want him to reach out all the time. I want him to let me know what he's doing. I'm not going to get the attention that I need or I expect. And this is only partially the reason. Like, there's a whole bunch of other factors. And I'm not saying our relationship was bad at all. Like, right now, we're friends. We're living in the same house. We talk to each other about each other's day. There's a difference between loving someone and being in love with someone, and we just kind of love each other. We fell off with each other, and sometimes when you fall off with each other, there's kind of no saving it. We got married when I was 22, and we met when I was 20. I don't know who remembers them 5 years ago and how different you become. You can either grow together or grow away from each other. I didn't know what I wanted. Me at 20, I didn't know what I wanted. I had a sense of self, but I never really was quite 100% with myself. And now I feel like I'm getting a little closer with finding who I am and what I want. We aren't 100% there, don't get me wrong. Don't feel ashamed for being young and getting married. I don't feel ashamed for being young and being divorced. I don't feel regretful. If anything, I think everything is happening exactly how it needs to so that I can be on the right path. I know I probably look so tired. I love spending money, don't get me wrong, but like right now when I was considering doing like my bodybuilding, a suit, I'm not buying a suit yet. Obviously, I'm waiting till I'm like 12 weeks out, but a suit costs like $600. Then on top of that, posing lessons cost me $245. I bought them early because I figured I could start learning and do like a couple sessions. What do you think, Rebel? I think she agrees with me. Shorty is locked in. Girl, this is not food. I'm glad that I know what's going on. I'm glad that I have validation that I'm not necessarily as crazy as I thought I was, at least considering like my blood work. Moving forward, I guess I just need to go on like thyroid medication. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tangents. Like, comment, subscribe to Angie V Vlogs.